In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create a product. So to do that, first we have to go to Catalog and Products. Then we come over to the right hand side here and click Insert. Now the first thing we need to do is give our product a name. So I'm just going to call my product name here Evaluate T-shirt. Next we have to give it a meta tag description. A good idea for the meta tag description is to also include the product name. So I've included Evaluate T-shirt here. Now if you can put this in here a couple of times in a way that it doesn't look like it's been forced, then search engines are going to favor this. Now the meta tag description here is something that will show in your search results. So for instance, I've done a search for single front print Evaluate T-shirt, and I'll just show you here on Google. Because I've entered the exact page address, it shows up in the first position here in the Google search, apart from the advert here on the top. And as you can see here, our meta tag descriptions, first 25 to 30 words are appearing here under our search result. So again, if this description is very appropriate, it may help to convert the searcher to actually click on and go to your site. Now next we put in some meta tag keywords or phrases. So I've just put in 3 meta tag keywords, and as you can see, the first is just a single word, and we separate this from the second by putting in a comma. The second one here is men's t-shirts. It's 2 words, and separate this with a comma from the third meta tag keyword, which is custom printed t-shirts. Then we scroll down a little bit and we put in our product description. Now I've put my product description in here, and I've included the name of the product here again, which again is going to help search engines find the product. You can put in a lot of detail here if you need to, and you can also add images, tables, horizontal lines, etc. So next we come to the product tags. Now the product tags don't have to be unique. They can be basically whatever you want them to be, and the reason why we put in product tags is to help our own site search find this product. So as well as being able to find the product by product name, which is Evaluate T-shirt, we might put in a product tag here, for example a color, so that's when someone clicks on the tag on our store, all the products on the store that we would have this tag associated with would give a list. So we might have a black men's t-shirt, we might have a black women's t-shirt, a black kids t-shirt, etc. So if we put in black here as a tag and somebody clicks on the tag on the product page, then everything with the black tag will be displayed to them in a search. So then we come up the page and we go to the data tab and model. This could be your own unique product number. So we just enter our own model number here, or if there is a specific model number for your product, enter it here. If you have a stock keeping unit number, you will put that in here. Your universal product code will go in here. Now the universal product code is basically your barcode. So if your product has a barcode, you put the number in here. European article number, if you have one, in here. Japanese article number, ISBN, which is for books. If you have an ISBN number for a book, etc., it could go in there. Then if it's parts you're selling, maybe even a manufacturer's part number could go in here. I will scroll down a little bit. And then location. The location of your item could refer to your supplier. You may be dealing with a lot of suppliers, so you may have their email address or their name or something like that in there. Next, the price. So the price you can set whatever price you're selling the product for. This is the price that will be shown on the storefront to your customers. Then the tax class. If your product is subject to any taxes or VAT, you would drop down here and select the taxable goods, or if it was a downloadable product, etc. Now the quantity relates to the quantity of the products that you have in stock, and the minimum quantity. Now here it forces your buyer to purchase a minimum quantity. Probably more apt to wholesale, where you might be selling a minimum quantity of 10, say. So for now I'm just going to leave that at a quantity of 1. Subtract stock. So if you have a stock of 100 and this is selected to yes, every time you make an online sale it will reduce your quantity. So subtract stock, yes or no. If you have a perpetual product, maybe you want to just leave this at no. It's up to yourself. And then the out of stock status, as it suggests, it's the out of stock status message to your customer will see when your item is out of stock. So if you had all sold out, this item then would come in. Now you can set these for whatever you want. It's got some defaults in here from the OpenCart demo store, but these can be basically whatever you want. So I'm just going to leave that out of stock. Required shipping, this would be applicable to most of your physical products, and where you would be taking this if you had a downloadable product like a book or something like that, or an ebook. I'll just scroll down a little bit here. Now, search engine keyword. Now this search engine keyword has got to be unique to the product, and if it's more than one word, you want to separate those words with a hyphen, not a space. You have to put in a hyphen. So usually the product name I put in here, you wouldn't usually have two products with the same name. Now an image, we click here to browse our image manager and pick up our image for here. So I have images in my t-shirt folder, but I'm not going to use any of those images at the moment. I'm actually going to upload a new image from my computer by clicking upload here, and I'm going to use this image here. Now this is uploaded. It's going to give you a success message here, and you click OK, then your image appears. So we click on this image and it's brought over to here. Now let's just scroll a little bit. Date available here just shows when the product is available from. So again, this is something that your customers wouldn't see unless you had a date in the future put in here. The dimensions, the length, width and height, if it's applicable to your product, you will put them into those three boxes. The length class, which we have set up here as centimeters as our default in our system settings. Again, you can drop it down and change it to millimeters or inch. Again, the weight, this would be very applicable for weight-based shipping. So you put in a weight here, and the weight class down here, again our default is set to kilograms, but again if you were going to be using grams, pounds or ounces, you could set that as the default, so you wouldn't have to go change it every time. The status, again, it's enabled. Now if we have it disabled, our product won't be shown on the site, but our product will still be available for us to come in and enable it at any time, so it will appear on the site. The sort order then is just in relation to where you want your product to appear for products of this nature. So sort order 1, 2, 3, etc. And that is our data. Now move on to our links tab. Now manufacturers. I've already set up manufacturers, and I know that the manufacturer of this is Fruit of the Loom. Again, this is not required, so it's an autocomplete, so I'll just start typing F for Fruit of the Loom. All the manufacturers beginning with F will automatically drop down if I put in R, etc. All the manufacturers who have FR in their name will drop down, so then I just click on it to choose the manufacturer. Now here in our categories, they're autocomplete as well, so I'm going to put my t-shirt here. It's a men's t-shirt, but I'm going to just put it first into the t-shirts by starting to type t-shirts, and then the category drops down, so I select it. Now I'm going to put this into my other subcategory, which is men's t-shirt, and as you can see it drops down here, men's t-shirts. You can see that we've got t-shirts here as a main category, and then we have a subcategory here, men's t-shirts, and in the line underneath that here you can see we have a main category, t-shirts. This is all our main category, these three, t-shirts, all the one main category. Then we have the subcategory men's t-shirts, and then we have a subcategory of men's t-shirts, which is men's long sleeve t-shirts, and we have another subcategory, men's short sleeve t-shirts. So we're going to put it everywhere that's applicable, into every category that's applicable. So it's applicable here for men's t-shirts, and by continuing typing on, the menu will drop down again, and we're going to just have it here in the men's short sleeve t-shirts. So from here we can see it's in our main category t-shirt, it's in our subcategory of men's t-shirt, and it's also in our subcategory of men's short sleeve t-shirts. Next we're going to put in the filters that's applicable to this product. Now the filters I'm going to be using are color filter, print area and size. So on the color filter, we know that the t-shirt is available in various colors, so we're going to start by typing W for white, and there is our color filter and white. Now it's also going to be available in black, so we start typing black, and here we can see our color filter put in black, and the the other color it's going to be available in is red. So we'll type in red. I'm just going to put in the size filter. So I know it's available in small, so I start typing small, so S is enough and small comes up. I know it's available in medium, so I start typing medium and medium drops, and I also know it's available in large, so large comes here. I select large. Now the other filter is the print area, so we're going to have it available to print on the front, and we're also going to have it available to print on the front and back. So our print area filter here drops, we show those two. So we just leave the filters at that for now. If we have downloaded products uploaded here into our site, they'd be available to us here, but there's no downloaded product with this. But sometimes you might have a download product available along with a physical product, an instruction book for instance. Now in here we have another autocomplete for related products. So related products, for instance, if you were selling products that were similar, then you would start typing in here and you would get a drop down and you would select a related product. So that is the links tab. Now we're going to go to the attributes tab, and we're going to add an attribute here by clicking add attribute. The attribute we're going to add here is the weight. I have already set up my attributes. So the product here, the t-shirt, is 160 grams. So I'm going to start typing 160 grams. So 1, and here we go, the weight. So I select it there like that. We can put additional text here to describe our particular attribute for this product, but I don't need to do that here. So next on to our options tab. Now here in our options tab, I've already added some options to the catalog. So I'm going to start with my first one here, and it's my size. Now I have a specific size for men's t-shirts, and I've called the option men's short sleeve t-shirt size. It just drops down and we select it, and then we have to add option values, because the options are set up, but we have to put the values we want for these particular products. So then we just drop down the selection, and we see that there's 5 items here, 5 different sizes here. So it's going to be available in small, and then here we set our quantity. Now quantity here, we can put in a quantity that we have of this size of the product, which is a small 38 to 40 inch. So we just put in 20 here for argument's sake. Now subtract stock, again, when this reaches 0, if you sell 20 t-shirts, the option here of 38 to 40 won't be available on the front end of your site. So you can select yes or no. If it was a case that you had a perpetual product, then you would probably just put 1 in here and select no, that wouldn't subtract the stock. Now price and points and weight. The best way I can just explain this to you is just to add another option value here first, drop it down, and medium is this option value. And here for instance, medium may be, we'll say for argument's sake, it's a euro dearer. So we'll just put in a euro here, and we can select either minus or plus. So we just leave it at the plus. So it's going to be a euro dearer to buy a medium. Now if I am given reward points with my products, again I can add on the relevant amount of reward points here, subtract them either. If this was a subtract, then this would be a subtract also. Additionally, if a medium was heavier, I put in the extra weight here, making sure that this is plus here. I would put in the extra weight here. So I'm going to add another option value, and this is for my large. Just for argument's sake, I'm going to make this 2 euros dearer. Now this is actually relates to the 2 euros on top of the original price, not 2 euros on top of this price. That would be my options, and the most important one of the whole lot is required, yes or no. So if it's required, your customer will see an asterisk on the field. So let me just show you what I mean by that. I'll go to the demo store again, and we're looking at the Apple 30-inch cinema. If it's required, it'll have a red asterisk here. So in order for me to buy a product where there's a red asterisk here, I must make a selection. And here we'll see that if I select blue, it's going to cost me an extra $5.53. If I choose green, it's going to cost me $3.18 extra. That's where our options are coming in. So back again, and I'm going to insert another option here, and this option is color. So I'll just delete the M and start with C, and my color options drop down, so I select it. Again, I have to add the option value, and black is the first one. Quantity 1, subtract stock, no. Those are my 3 colors that this particular product is going to be available in. My next option is for my customers to upload their design. So I just start typing upload, and it drops down, upload your design, and this is required. Now there's nothing here to select. This is just an upload button that appears on my product. Then into our profiles. Now profiles here is in relation to reoccurring payments. For instance, if you had a membership site, or if you were accepting stage payments or something along that line, you could perhaps configure it for a Christmas club or something like that. It's not applicable to me at the moment, but there is a video available showing you how to set up profiles. Now discount. Discount here, we can add a discount here, and again we have only got one set of customers at the moment, which is the default, and if we had more than one we could set up different discounts for different groups of customers. Again, there's a video on that. So the discount here is, for instance, if somebody buys more than 10, the priority on discount is 1. This is just like a sort order. The price then if they buy more than 10 is going to be $7.99, for instance. Now we can select a start date and an end date for this discount, or if we just leave them blank, it'll start immediately and it won't finish until we come in and remove the discount. Just to show you an example of the discount on the demo store over on the Apple 30-inch screen, again we have a discount set up here. For 10 or more is $105, 20 or more is $92, etc, etc. We've only set up one on our site here for 10 or more. We can also set up again for 20 or more, prioritize that as number 2 and make it $6.99. Again, we can keep going on down there, and again we can set up as many of these as we want, and we can set them up for as many different groups as we want. Now on special, we can add a special by clicking here. Again, the same thing applies to the group and the priority and the price. Now the price on this one, we'll just say $8.49 of a special. Again, we can have a start date and an end date. We'll just start, say, yesterday, and end date tomorrow. And when this is on our site, I'll just go over to the demo store and show you. This is the way it'll look. There'll be strike through here done in red, and then show the new price here. This is the old price, and then this is the special price here. So it'll strike through the old price and leave the new price here beside it. Now image, this relates to our additional images for our product. Again, I'll just show you where that is on the demo store, and these are the additional 5 images they have here for this product. The main image goes in the data tab, but the additional images goes here. So I'm just going to add a few images here. It's the same basically. We just browse, go to our folder for our images, and we click on the images that would be relevant for this product. For instance, black, and we can have a sort order on these again. So here's my 3 images for my black, red and white t-shirt. Now next we go into reward points. Now the reward points is a system whereby you reward your customer for their loyalty. Now there's 2 fields here, and the first field here is the points that's going to be needed to buy the product. If your customer had accumulated points from buying products on your store, then they're going to need this amount of points here to purchase the item. So we're going to set this at 999 points. The second field here is for the actual amount of reward points that you're going to give with this product. So I'm just going to set this at 10. So when your customer buys this product from you, they will receive 10 reward points. Next we go into design. So on the design here, we're just going to have a layout override of product, because this is a product page. Now, marketplace links. Now, our marketplace links here would basically refer to marketplaces such as eBay and Amazon, etc. To find out more about this, go to our OpenBay Pro video, and there's a link to the OpenBay Pro website, and this is a subscription you'll need to pay, along with having an Amazon and eBay seller account set up. So basically, if you are using marketplace links, you'll find them here and select them and basically click save. Just on one note on this, if you navigate away from your product as you're putting up your product, you will lose whatever information you have inputted if you haven't saved. So it's very important to click save. Probably wondering, why would you navigate? Well, for instance, when you're putting in your options, sometimes you may have a lot of options. You may not just remember the names of the options. You might be tempted to go out to your catalog and options just to see what they are. So the way to do this would be to hold down the control key on your keyboard and go to catalog options this way, or anywhere for that matter on your site. This way it'll open in a new window. So simply click save, and here we can see our success, and down here we can see our product. In our product list here, it shows anywhere that there's a special, for instance 849 we have set up here as a special. It shows the quantity and it shows the product being enabled. Also the model number is shown here. So if we had lots of products, we can search by inputting the name here and hitting filter, or if we know the model number or even the price, and we can filter here. So again, another filter for finding products would be enabled or disabled products. So if we had this, for instance, just enabled products, and click on filter, it just shows us all our enabled products here. So that's the product uploaded. So let's just go to the storefront and have a look at that product. So here we're at our product, and we can see our brand name that we've entered. We can see our product code that we've entered. We can see our reward points that we've entered. We can see our availability is in stock. We can see our price at $9.99 originally with the strike through, and that's just showing that it's now on special at $8.49. Price and reward points $9.99. So if we need to buy this reward points, we know it's $9.99. We can also see our 10 or more at $7.99. These are our discounts here, and 20 or more $6.99. Now our available options, the size options I've actually put in here as an image, and I've just put a temporary here image of the OpenCart logo just to show you. You can put anything you like in here. This option here would actually be better suited to color and have an image of the different colors here like this. Speaking of images, we have our 3 other images here, the additional images, and our main image here. We can click on that and the main image comes up. We can actually go through here and see all the images this way in our pop-up. This pop-up size here is set on our system settings images. We can click each individual image as well to bring it up on the screen in the pop-up. Now scroll down a little bit, we can see our 3 colors that we've input on the back end, and here we have our upload, our design, our text. If my customer clicks upload a file, it'll simply open their computer so they can click on their image and upload it. Our description is here, and specifications. Now our specifications here is basically our attributes. So our weight is 160 grams. And do you remember the text box beside the attributes where we could put in additional information? This would be where it would appear here. Then our tags, printed men's t-shirts. So if we have this printed men's t-shirt tag in here, and that would be a relevant search term for anyone who uses the search box on our site. Also, it will deliver a list of results if we just click on it for anywhere that we have the tag assigned to.